You can never go wrong with classic vintage designer pieces that you found in the thrift store. Hello and welcome to the B. Jones Style channel. I'm Beth Jones and today we're going to be thrifting like a stylist. We are taking the spring summer trends. We're going to do a trend report right here in the thrift store. So I'm going to take the list of the trends that I am loving this season and get you ready to thrift them. So I think we should head into the thrift store and see the trends that we can find hanging on the racks of the Goodwill. Let's go. Let's tackle the very first trend, and that is the baggy or even baggier jeans. We're moving away from that skinny fit and even the straight leg, and we're going to a little more baggy denim. Loose, lots of puddle at the bottom, you can cuff them, all the things that I love. The two collections that we saw a lot of this idea was Bottega Veneta and also Tibby, which I loved both of their styles of denim. And here's my tips on how to find this trend in the thrift store. Number one, shop the men's section. This is where you're gonna find more of the baggy denim. You're gonna find the classic denim styles of the Levi's, even Old Gap. More of that stiff selvage denim. You're not going to be working with stretch because when it comes to that baggy style, you don't want a stretchy jean. You want something that's just raw, pure, amazing denim. And I always shop the men's section for this idea. So with that tip, we're going to shop the men's section. And just a few tips on what I look for. I'm going to look for exactly what I have right here, which is what I like to call the 90s wash, that light wash denim. These are old Levi's, and they just have that great, really worn-in feel. They're also a really stiff, raw denim. And I will tell you, these are a 36 waist, and I don't pay too much attention to size because what I like to do is do some crisscross styling, and I'll show you that in a minute. So here's a perfect example of what I'm looking for. I also really love this style. This is a darker wash, more of a very blue. This is old Kirkland signature, but again, I look for just some of this whiskering, this more worn in, great classic denim. Again, long, probably very oversized, but we're gonna see if we can make this work. And then these are, looks like old Lucky brand denim. I love that it has a button front closure because you can work with that. And all of the things I love to find, even just some of this distressing on the pockets. And I feel like we have a few really good options for baggy denim. My tip for denim like this, of course, grab a belt, belt it at the waist, belt it at the hips, make it work. But also, you can buy these buttons that stick through pants and create a new buttonhole for you. I actually have one, and you can see it here and how it works. You can buy these on Amazon, and they're really cheap and easy. So you can make all of these denim fit exactly how you want. And always just grab a lot of options. You never know what's going to work. You want to put it on and feel it out and see which one you love the best and which one fits you the best. All right, so we've got the denim on. They're definitely too big. But what you can do is buy one of those stick pin buttons. You're going to stick it through this part of your jeans, just past the belt loop or wherever you think you'll like it. And then you'll be able to put the button through the hole and create this crisscross shape, and in that perfect low rise slouchy. These are amazing because they're actually a little cropped, so they fit me. I'll show you. They actually kind of hit right at that perfect spot on my ankle there. And just showing you another way, it doesn't have to be low rise. If you like a more of a high rise, you could do the exact same thing and really create like a tucked in high rise denim like that and create just a perfect loose slouchy denim. And now let's show you the Kirkland denim, which are going to be more of the extra baggy that we're looking for. So these are the Kirkland denim. I've actually rolled the waistband, which is an idea to do, and you could even belt that there. And with that idea, I'm going to grab a perfect belt and show you how to style it with a belt. So if you want, you could just not even do the belt loops, put it low at the waist here, go underneath the belt loops if anything, and really kind of cinch that in so it's not going to fall off. Put it at your hips or wherever you want it. This is actually a really great leather belt. You should look for woven belts like this that there are no holes, so you can work with whatever length you want. And then you could create this paper bag effect like that and roll it over the belt, or you could even go up high and do the same idea. So I have no belt loops in this one, which are no button holes, belt holes. So then I can kind of do any length I want. And I don't mind if we create more of that balloon shape all the way around. It really creates more of a trouser look, which, you know, I love it. And then just go with the actual belt loops on the pant. Take that woven belt. I might be bringing this home because it's actually perfect. Everyone needs one of these in their closet. They're called magic belts, and I have one, but I might need one like this. I love a super cinched in waist like that, even with some of the bagging that's happening. I think that you can kind of create that balloon shape. It's got a great puddle length. These are perfection. So easy to capture the baggy denim trend by just shopping the men's section at a thrift store. And honestly, they're cooler, they're fun, they're like 10 bucks. So tackling the second trend, supersized blazers. I guess we're just going baggy, big, supersized, all the things. This again, shop the men's section. It's my favorite place. I will also look at the women's section because I'm looking for some fun colors of this trend. So we're going to pop into both and see what we find. And I'm going to share my tips on what to look for when you're looking for that supersized blazer. I'm starting first in the women's section because it was on my way. And I'm going to skip over black. I don't feel like I want any black. Can't believe I just found this, but this is Mondi, which I love the Mondi brand. I don't know if this is supersized, but we will try it on because it has more of that shape. Like I thought, the women's section did not have the supersized blazers that I was looking for. So we're gonna head to the men's section, which is really my number one tip. Start there. What I look for is the fit. I want something that's gonna be longer, gonna kind of hit up, like I just say hit up under your butt. You just want that great swing there under your butt, like when you have on your pants, your skirts, whatever. It just has that great shape. When you turn to the side and you see it kind of like hang down, I don't know, there's something about it. I don't know why, it's kind of magical. Also, I like them, you know, a little longer on my hand. I like it to kind of hit here on my hand, not be over my hand that I can't use my hands, but I like that slouchier look. And I like more of the boxy shape, not the tailored shape. I want to be able to layer this with a lot of different things. I want to be able to cinch it with a belt. And when it's tailored, I feel more locked into a style. So when it comes to the supersized blazer, you really just want, it's like you're getting a palette that you get to paint on. It's going to be classic in shape and color and size, and then you can play with it all day long. So with all of that in mind, let's see what I can find here. We're mainly looking at a lot of dark, which I don't want as much unless it's a pinstripe. I would definitely be in for that. This is a great example. This is a little too supersized, but I love that this is a lighter color. It's got this really great kind of pinstripe detail on it, a beautiful inside, but this is a little too supersized for me. This is also a really great option, but this is the opposite. It's like the little Three Little Bears. One's too big. This is too small. I need to find the one that's just right. Let's hope this is the just right section. This might be a winner. I'm gonna bring this and put this in my cart. So we've got the pinstripes. We've got more of a tan color. I don't even know what you call this color, but more of a spring color, lighter. I do like this option. This is a gray, a charcoal gray with pinstripes. Again, lots of option, gives yourself lots of options, even if you think it's gonna be not a fit. Put it in if you kind of like it, because you can always just put it back on the rack after you try it on. Wait a second. I felt like this might be a good one. Look at the tag. Valentino. We're trying that baby on. This is definitely very on point with what we saw on the runway of that pinstriped and a very exaggerated shape. This one is double-breasted, which I don't always like for myself because like I said, I like to have options of styling, and I feel like I'm locked in with double-breasted. But this one might work because it's supersized. So we're going to give it a try. Here is a truly great one for spring. This is Brooks Brothers. It's actually, I think, vintage Brooks Brothers. It's really great. It might be a little small for me, but I've got about 5 options. We're gonna go try them on and talk through what we're really looking for with this trend. Try on time. I should have worn a tank top. That was a bad idea to wear this shirt. Like I said, this one is too small. It's not actually the fit that I'm looking for. This is more of a great fitted blazer, which is a closet essential as well. But this trend that I am looking for is more of that supersized look. And this is just not doing it. This was the one I said I wasn't sure because it's double-breasted, but this is amazing. This is everything that I'm looking for. I love the length of this. Like I said, it kind of hits me right there on the hand, which is the perfect length. I love that it's a charcoal gray with a pinstripe, but it's a lighter fabric, and so this feels more appropriate for the spring season. This one is double-breasted, so you can button it here, but I think this would look really great belted or just worn oversized and buttoned up like this, even with some loose slouchy denim like this. And I think something else to think about when it comes to the exaggerated blazer is that you want to feel like you can layer it over things, which is a great example of what I'm wearing. I'm wearing, you know, a very kind of thick army shirt, but with the blazer over it, you've got plenty of room. It still feels that exaggerated shape. I kind of like when there's, you know, the bold shoulder happening there and you're holding on to a lot of that tailoring. It just gives more of an effortless feel when it's this hang, this shape. That's what we're looking for. Trying on this gray one. Now there's some details about this that I don't like as much. It is boxy, but there is some tailoring where it looks like it's supposed to fit the body. And so that makes it less appealing to me. And then sometimes this detail here at the back, kind of the two opening, the flap, I end up not liking how that hangs sometimes. So I usually either like none of that or just one in the center. So this one is not my favorite, but it's still good. It's still a good option, and it could be the option that you would like, but the other one is definitely hitting the mark for me. And then this is the example of maybe just a little too big for me. It's over my hand. It's like only my fingers are showing, and it's just a little bit too big. So this one is not it. And here is a perfect example of vintage designer and how it's always on trend and always classic. This is the Valentino. Look at the buttons. They actually have the Valentino V. They're a brassy gold. This is not oversized. This actually fits me perfectly, or maybe a little bit oversized. Oh my gosh. I mean, the buttons, can we take a moment for those buttons? This stuff comes home with me no matter what, because you can never go wrong with classic vintage designer pieces that you found in a thrift store. And then this is the Mondi blazer, which is gorgeous. I love a chocolate brown pinstripe. This is more of that double-breasted, but it's so chic. And I love a chic moment. And these buttons, again, a moment for the buttons. We are now moving on to the third trend, which is maxed out maxi skirts. We love a maxi skirt. There's a lot of straighter, longer maxi skirts. There's definitely the bohemian moment happening, but this is a return to just the maxi length in all styles, in that pencil shape, in the straight skirt, in the cargo skirt, and, you know, the bohemian trend as well. We're going to thrift that here in the Goodwill. This is not always easy to find great options, but I'm going to see if I can find it and share my tips and tricks on finding great maxi skirts and what I look for. The fun thing with this trend is that you can really do a scan in the thrift store. You can scan the bottom of skirts to see if they're maxi. So that's all you have to do. So we're going to scan here, and I actually see this one is, ooh, this is a good option. This is not so much spring, summer as much as I would want it to be, but this is my favorite. I love a long maxi pencil skirt that's high waist. It's so chic. I just love it. So this is actually a really great option, just straight out of the bat. That just popped out at me. And that just came from scanning. I see a longer skirt here. Again, this one might be a little too big, but a beautiful khaki version with a slit up the front. This could work because, well, I think it's supposed to be more of a high waist because of the seams, but this is something that I would be looking for when I'm looking for those maxi lengths. I sometimes just crouch and I look low. Scanning, I found a good one. This is probably an old, like early 2000s prom piece, but this is so fun. I love the bold pop of color, and this could be a moment. So not as many options when it came to skirts. I knew that would be harder because finding a great maxi skirt is not always in the thrift store every single time, but I did find two, so I'm going to try them on and show you what I like about them if they fit. This is a great option when it comes to more of that straight maxi length. I actually would call this more of a midi length skirt, and it has definitely a very buttoned up chic look to it, being gray and more of this woolly fabric, very corporate fabulous. But I love a skirt this shape. I feel like it's just, I keep saying chic, but it's just really chic. And I feel like with some boots, with pointy toe pumps, with some sandals, even a flat could be really fun. And you could definitely dress this up or dress this down. But this is what I look for when I look for great maxi skirts. I'm looking for straight and chic and fun. This skirt didn't end up fitting me, but I think this style is really fun. Looking for more of that early 2000s prom dress moment where it was a skirt and a top with it, just because I feel like you can do some really fun styling with this. You could wear this just with, it would be so cute, honestly, with a white tank top and really bold colored slides for the summer. But also, you know, you could really go full on with this and do like a really fabulous blazer with it and belt it up, or a colorful tube top, do big gold earrings or something like that. So I always look for those separate pieces from old prom dresses or party dresses. And that is it for episode 1 of Thrifting Like a Stylist here on my YouTube channel. I loved breaking down the 3 trends that I'm loving right now for spring and summer. And really what's great about them is that they're classics and can be worn season, trendless. It's just great pieces that really can work into any wardrobe, any time of year, any age, any town, any place. Looking in the men's section for those great denim. Again, men's section for some oversized blazers. And then finally the maxi skirt section, which isn't always easy, but that scan makes it much more approachable because really it just eliminates a lot of time of sifting through. You can just scan the bottom. And I'll be doing more of Thrifting Like a Stylist, so stay tuned for more episodes in the future, breaking down trends, thrifting the trends, and really just having fun in this massive closet that is a thrift store. And if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I have new videos every single Thursday. We beat to the drum of Always Play Dress Up. So if you're into that idea, come join us. Also use the hashtag Always Play Dress Up on Instagram. I feature different members of the Always Play Dress Up Club every single week in my weekly scoop email. And make sure you subscribe to that. It comes out every single Tuesday and just breaks down more of what we talk about here on the channel, and just inspiration, mood boards, what I'm thinking, what I'm loving. It's a place of magic that I'll have to send to your inbox. And finally, always play dress up. Bye.